Hello, chaps. So the name is Lorenzo, and welcome to my channel. I have decided to create this channel to offer my own political and social commentary. Uh, Personally, I sit on the liberal side, and I feel that no one is really addressing the source of the problem these days. And if you can't address if you don't address the problem, you cannot address the solution. And to me, that problem and that solution are personal responsibility or the lack thereof. When it comes to what we are observing these days, my opinion is that the issue with the government is that the government has become too far reaching. They have too much power, and it's the nanny state. It's the concept of the nanny state in which the state is treating you like kids and is deciding everything for you. Now, there is the problem, but that is not the real problem, is it? The real problem is that we allow them to do it. Oh, we allow them to do it because it was comfortable. Uh, we didn't want to deal with certain aspects of our life, so we gave them the power to do it. And at the point, the government would be like, oh, you know what? Why are we doing these? Can we do these as well? And at that point, they started taking little snippets and bits here and there. And because they took all these responsibilities from us, we felt like our life was easier. The problem is that the moment they take responsibility, they take away your choice. You cannot make your choice anymore. Yes, you don't have the burden, but without the burden, you don't have the freedom. If you don't have the choice, if everything is done for you, everything is provided for you, at that point you become a slave. Because without external intervention, you are not allowed to be, you are not allowed to do. So the problem is the overreaching state. The symptom is the overreaching state. The problem is that we have allowed them to do it. At this point, how do we address the situation? I've discussed the issue at length, and every time, you hear people going, "Oh, we need someone that would be really strong and get into power and fix things for us. We need some good politicians. We need the revolution. We need," and you hear them all. What is the problem, though, in all of this? That once again, whatever we are asking for a messiah. We are asking for someone that would come down and fix that problem for us. Once again, we have caused the problem by giving away our responsibility. And rather than take our responsibility, we are still giving it away and we don't want to do anything and we're waiting for someone that comes and say, I'll lead you. But that won't work. You're just asking for someone else that will take charge for you. The way to make a difference, the way to fix modern days, is by taking responsibilities. Now, I went through a journey myself. I've been a screw up most of my life. I was the classic guy with a Peter Pan syndrome. And, growing up, I was thinking that I could go on and get pissed and, you know, have fun. I wouldn't grow old and, eventually reality hits you. And mostly the real problem is that you blame everyone but yourself. So you're blaming the government, you're blaming society. Oh, I had bad luck, it's not my fault. It's the government's fault. If only the government, or is my employer, is my landlord, is everyone else's fault by yours. I was miserable. I got proper depressed. And one day I might actually get into all that tale. But anyway, let's say I wasn't a happy chap. It all changed the moment that I realized that it wasn't out of my control. I was a screw up. It was my own fault. I had to make changes in my own life. And at that point, everything improved. It wasn't hard. It's still not hard. I still, made mess and everything. I'm still trying to fix all the messes I've done in the past. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna get there. The thing is, now I have meaning. Now, rather than blaming someone else and being unable to do anything because it's someone else's fault, now I've taken on my responsibility, my faults, and I said, you know what? I've done this wrong. What can be done to fix it? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fix it. I'm not waiting for someone else to give me anything for free. Because believing in the state is something. You're waiting for the state to give you something for free. Everything has a cost. You just don't realize when you're going to pay it. Personal responsibility. How can you affect the government? Because everyone thinking, oh, I'm just a cog. I'm just one person. I'm useless. Nothing's going to make a difference. No, there are ways. That is the thing. First of all, lead by example. If nobody starts doing things, nobody will follow. Be the change. Make the change. Uh, take responsibility for your action. Make difference in what you don't like. I give you a silly example. Everyone's complaining about Amazon dodging taxes, and every time you hear, oh, but the state should really do something about this, and people pretty much they blame everyone and everyone else for this. Now ask yourself, have you bought anything from Amazon last month? Because if you subscribe to Prime, if you're buying stuff from Amazon, you're empowering them. Ah, it's cheap. They give you cheap service with Prime and everything. Yeah, that's because they don't pay taxes. So the next time that you complain about Amazon not paying taxes, remember that you are benefiting from them not paying taxes in getting a cheap service. You want to make a difference, rather than complaining to the government that they should do something in order to make Amazon. I'm saying Amazon because it's the first name that came to mind, but the same thing could be said, for any other corporation in the same position. Stop buying from them. Cancel your Prime. Stop. Go buying somewhere else. Support a local shop. Support a local entity. You don't find anything local, perfect. Buy it online from someone else. Stop buying from them. You don't like corporation. Well, you don't like to shop from corporation. For example, I don't like the idea of corporation. I don't like the idea of having all the power into few entities. I stop buying from supermarkets. Also, because the quality more often than not is rubbish, and I find better quality buying from my local butcher, buying from my local farm, buying local. First of all, if I am buying local, I know that they are going to keep it local, and is going to that this money is going to be spent in my local economy. Is going to stay around here. Is not going somewhere, some other state in some tax dodging deal. It's travel less. You want to think green? It's better quality, honestly. Quality of the meat and other stuff you get in supermarkets is not really that great. And this is just a silly example in how you can make a difference. And lots of people are like, oh, but I'd be just one person. Yeah, and if we all think that way, no one will do it. Start doing it. Start leading the example. You do it. Someone else might go, you know what, I'll do it with you. And then you're two. And then someone else does it and you're three. And at some point, Amazon is like, oh, why are people not buying from me? But if you don't start doing it, no one will ever do it. So stop blaming, oh, but nobody else would know. That's just an excuse for you not to do it. What other people do is none of your business. Take responsibility for your actions. And this is what I want to discuss here. It's going to be interesting. I already got my first proper video coming, and this is going to be more of a factual discussion into human rights and to what is the status of rights in UK these days. And that's going to be interesting. But yeah, talk to you soon, guys.